fellow bass nerdizzles. I did this whole speech just now, only you didn't see it because I didn't hit the record button on the Hyperdeck. That is great. We're looking at another bass pedal. Last week I looked at 5 of them, 4 preamps connected with XLR, and an overdrive that I plugged into the Darkglass Vintage Ultra. And you guys said, cool series, we need more of this, and can you please do the LeBass? The LeBass from the Le series, from the Le French, from the Le Tout Note. And I'm like, what an idiot I am, or I was, because I did not realize I had this pedal, and I could have totally included it in that series, because when I tested it in the whole Le pedal series, the Le Crunch, Le Lead, and the Le Clean. And so the LeBass is a pedal that I did test, but not really give it my full attention, and I'm very sorry about that 2 notes. So, it's weird. I think in French, the word for bass isn't bass or bass. I think it's low. I think. So, what do I know? It shouldn't be the LeBass. I think it's le low. Or something like this. Le bleu de pépé, le tour Eiffel, là, c'est bien. Avec le jus d'orange, c'est le café, mais c'est jus d'orange pour le cup. Et dans la... I don't know. It is most certainly one of the most beautiful languages out there, and I don't speak it. Leslie, Mrs. Smartass, looked it up and she says, no, it's bass. She actually has a cup that says, I am always right. Yeah. It's gonna be good times when she's in her own little production room up there, and not down here, being a smartass. Oh, Marvin is up there. Yeah, because what you're hearing right now, I'm actually killing it with a lot of noise reduction by waves. That new production switcher I have, which is awesome. I dropped enough money to buy a small car, brand new, so that we can do these live cut videos, but we can do them in 4K with the highest possible quality. So we got Blackmagic Micro 4K production cameras and screens, 4K production, 1ME studio something, Hyperdecks, all that shit, new 4K screens to check what I'm doing. It's killer, but that stuff is so damn loud that I'm going to have to move the whole thing in the next room, spend another $300-400 on cables, so that it's a nightmare, but now we're in it, now we're doing it. So, I had a chat with Glenn Fricker on Skype. What a guy. Lots of respect for bass players the guy has. And he loves the LeBass. And he says, dude, that's like the best bass pedal out there. I'm like, really? You think? It didn't strike me as that. And I was talking about the Darkglass, he was talking about the LeBass. I'm like, okay, I clearly didn't get something. Let's do it again. So, and we're doing that. Leslie, if you could throw it in on the side, please. And make it big. Well, yeah, it's only as big as it is, he said. Thank you, baby. Oh, god damn it. I didn't cut it out perfectly. Do you see this? This is bugging me. I'm gonna have to improve on this. So you see right here, where you see the table. I'm not happy about this. We're working on that. This is a different beast than the Sans amp or Sans amp, which is without an amp in Le French. The Sans amp, which is actually a New York company, that doesn't make sense. VT bass driver DI, the Sans amp bass driver DI, and the Flyrig Mini. This is a different concept. First of all, it's tube, le tube, and it has a loop. There's a send return. It has speaker simulation, which the others also do. But actually on the Darkglass, I don't think you can turn that off. I don't even know if it is speaker simulation. It just sounds good. DI out with XLR, which you can't see right here. On this side, there's a through, so you can just plug into this Go DI, take a clean signal out, and go into your amp. okay, and just use this for the DI signal. Loads of options, as I said, built-in loop. There's a ground lift on the side. There's a speaker simulation on-off. There's a mini plug for headphones, which is killer. 12 volt, 500 milliamps are necessary to run it. It comes with its own power supply. Right now, I'm running it off a Strymon Zoomer. We have technically 2 channels, realistically 4, kinda 3.5. There is MIDI in right here and MIDI out on the other side. You can trigger all 4 channels and I think a couple of other things. With MIDI, if you have more of these pedals, they all work together. So when you turn one on, the other turns off. There's a big video that I did about it. Check it out. We have the clean channel, le clean, with volume gain, bass, and treble. Personally, for me, a lot of bass is a clean sound. I don't think this pedal excels when it comes to the clean sounds, because simply the EQ section is not very flexible. But that is the clean channel. Then you go to the B channel, where you have a 3-band EQ, sweepable mids, gain, volume, and then there's this fusion knobby right here, which you'll see when we look at the pedal from the top. And that is when you engage both foot switches, the tube changes, le tube, to red or blue, which is the difference between cold fusion and hot fusion. And that gives you the option of either blending in the second channel with the fusion knob to your main channel, so it's in parallel, or in that's in cold fusion, or in hot fusion to push the second channel with the first one. Yeah, loads of stuff there. Let's listen to sounds. Let's go, throw that away, make it big. From the top. You know, I don't know. That girl is mastering the switcher like a pro. So, while it's big, let's play with it. Come on! So you can see again, here's the A section and the B section nicely labeled. I love the design. It's playful, but yet elegant, yet functional. It's just way cool. And it's a freaking brick. It's a rock. It's not heavy. I'm not trying to say that. It's just really well built. I love the knobs. They're very grippy. They have this very, very detailed etching on them. It's just very nice. So, and we're actually stopping talking now with playing. There you go. This is my DI signal going straight into the Apollo. I am inactive here. I'm in the middle of this Sandberg. Yeah, wait, here. Sandberg Ken Taylor Basic. There you go. 5-string. People have said, can you also do single coils? I'm gonna start with humbuckers. I'm gonna do single coils. This is gonna be a long, long demo. My cup's in the way. Let's look at what this can do. I want a little bit more volume. Cranking up the gain. Now I'm distorting something. Let's see what the EQ section can give me, and some bass there. So this is all with the cab sim off. Now, when I put the cab sim on, it will simulate some of the rounding off of the speaker. A speaker apparently without a driver, without a high frequency driver. Which I just like the sound we had with a lot of high end. I like some high end in my bass. That's just me. It's going to go away. Now it's on. It's a little bit dull for me. So even if you really crank up the treble there. So for me, the built-in speaker simulation for the clean sounds is a little bit dull. It of course has to round it off when you're talking about the drive sounds, which is really where it's at with the LeBass. I don't think it's a pedal for the funkster or for the clean bass enthusiast. It just doesn't allow for enough surgical precision with the EQ. Make it a little bit bigger, Leslie. So I'm switching to the second channel. EQ all up. And you can hear there's drive. The speaker simulation is on. Speaker simulation off. Not very satisfying, so we'd rather leave it on. So let's look at a little bit less gain here in the EQ and treble. Bass. No bass. Makes total sense to have no bass on a bass pedal. No, it doesn't. So the mid sections. Because I can sweep it right here. I kind of wish that the EQ went a little bit further. That it was a little bit more, let's call it active, like Wampler pedals have a lot of range on the EQ, a little bit too much. This just doesn't feel like I can go overboard. It's a very subtle EQ. Okay, so let's drive it. With the pick. this is where it excels. It excels at being a massive sounding rock drivey pedal. And there it might even give you some more options than the Darkglass does, which I think excels in surgical precision surgical precision EQing, and also the drive sounds. But here I think drive sound wise we have a little bit more to offer. I usually don't like distorted bass. This is pretty damn neat. So we're gonna go into fusion mode, and we're gonna go into code fusion, which with MIDI, by the way, you don't have to use this tippy-tassy thingy, this thing. You can actually with MIDI go directly to the two modes. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you for making my knob bigger. So here we actually have the two channels in parallel. I don't quite know how this works. I would have thought that the fusion knob is a blend knob in this case, where I'm blending A or B, but I don't think this is how it works. I think it is right now only A. Apparently, this is only B, and I'm blending in the A channel. That's how you have to think about it. It's pretty much reversed. Reversed to how they are geographically. And then this would be kind of my mix knob right here. So right now I should only have the A channel. My drive. Okay, if we switch to the hot mode, hot fusion, A is driving B, which means right now we have and I'm kicking it with the A. Play bass, I don't know what I'm doing. What do I know? What is this thing? So yeah, let's go to me again. And here's me again. So my 2 cents. Compared to the Darkglass, which was all kind of what last week was wrapping up at Darkglass Vintage Ultra, that pedal is a. Let me hold it in the camera. Sorry, Guillaume, but it's about the comparison kind of. We're talking about this thing. Hey, cool, huh? Haha. No. This thing. Here, there. The Darkglass Vintage Ultra. It has none of the frills that the LeBass has. It has none of the frills that the LeBass has. Wow! Has. That the LeBass has. There's no loop. There's no MIDI, there's no speaker simulation on off, there's none of that. There's no fusion mode, there's on and off, and there's drive on and off. And it clocks in at $120 more. It is a great solution for that surgical EQ, 4-band EQ with switchable dual mids. And you can say in what frequency range your drive acts with a blend. It's a very different kind of pedal. A little bit more mobile than the LeBass, and it runs on 9 volts. I don't think the LeBass is the pedal for the classic bass player who wants those really spectacular clean sounds and maybe a little bit drive on the side, which I think that's the Vintage Ultra. It's the opposite. It's your dirty pedal. It offers a lot of ranges of dirt. It offers a lot of bass foundation. It's great as that. And then also it has a clean sound that works with a 2-band EQ. But you can't really go and dial it in precisely with switchable mid frequencies and all that stuff. So it's definitely a rockin' metal tool. And for that, it is brilliant. $299, I think, is what it clocks in at, if I remember correctly. And as that, it is a great pedal, and I have to give it to the people. Some guys wrote me. Glenn Fricker obviously said this is the pedal. Glenn is a metal guy. Frank Fleckenstein, hey Frank, said this is his favorite bass pedal, hands down. And yes, I can see it. Frank is also kind of like a metally guy, and I'm also a metally guy. And I would probably prefer it for that over the Vintage. When I want a tiny bit of Ampeggy drive with more flexibility on the EQ, I would probably go for the Vintage Ultra. So it really means, what are you playing? Are you into the rocking, the heavy, the massive sound, or do you want, I like some high endiness in there. In the high mids, I like to tinker. I like a good dose of high end. If all these sounds, especially with the DI on, had more sparkle, I'd be floored by it. It doesn't have enough sparkle for me, but maybe that's not the idea. It is definitely a killer preamp pedal. If you have this, there's really very little need for a full stack amp something. Just plug that into the DI front of house. You know, let them give you a good monitor signal and you're good to go. And it is 2 notes quality. So come the fuck on, those guys know what they're doing. I want to thank Guillaume, and I want to thank Derek Estefson, what his name is. I'm gone now. So links below to all the stuff, and animals at the end of this video will be doing stuff that makes your day. Bye bye.
Hello, I'm a handsome prince and I live in a fairy tale land. I know really lots of things, let me show to you, my friend. Hello, I'm a crazy spoon.